Every single morning, your liver quietly decides how high your blood sugar will rise. If it's clogged with fat or toxins, you can wake up with dangerous numbers even before you eat a thing. And over time, those silent surges can damage your pancreas, raise your A1C, and even make medications less effective. But here's the good news. A simple glass in the morning can start flushing the liver, calming those spikes, and protecting your body before the day begins. In this video, you'll discover 9 powerful options backed by research, starting with a drink so effective, researchers saw a drop in blood sugar without any pills at all. Fenugreek seed water is one of the simplest morning remedies that holds solid clinical evidence behind it. For centuries, it has been a culinary spice, but in modern research, it has proven much more than flavoring. Fenugreek seeds contain natural fibers like galactomannan, along with an amino acid derivative called 4-hydroxyisoleucine, both of which affect how your body handles glucose. These compounds help slow the breakdown of carbohydrates, steady the release of sugar into your bloodstream, and may even improve insulin's activity. Unlike many so-called detox seeds, fenugreek has been tested in multiple randomized controlled trials and meta-analyses. Consistent use has been shown to reduce fasting blood glucose and lower HbA1c, especially when taken for at least 8 to 12 weeks. The improvements also extended to cholesterol measures in several studies. Dosing also matters. Many studies used powdered fenugreek seed in the range of about 5 grams per day, sometimes given twice daily. A practical starting point at home is soaking a level to heaping teaspoon, roughly 2 to 5 grams of ground fenugreek seeds in a glass of water overnight and drinking it before breakfast. Safety reports from the studies are reassuring. No serious liver or kidney toxicity was found, but some participants experienced mild stomach discomfort, gas, or diarrhea. These side effects usually settled on their own, but while fenugreek gently nudges insulin into action, the next drink works deeper, quietly supporting your liver from the inside out. Fresh aloe vera juice offers a very different kind of morning support, moving from the digestive tract to how your body handles glucose at a cellular level. Known mostly as a remedy for sunburns, aloe is more than just a skin soother. It carries bioactive compounds that influence both blood sugar and liver function when taken internally. Clinical trials and several meta-analyses have reported that daily use of aloe vera over periods of 8 to 12 weeks or longer can lower fasting blood glucose and improve HbA1c. Some studies also found favorable changes in cholesterol. These shifts don't happen overnight but build gradually with consistent use, making aloe a steady addition rather than a quick fix. The mechanism appears to involve improved insulin sensitivity, helping cells absorb glucose more effectively. Aloe may also reduce strain on the liver, assisting with fat balance and toxin clearance, which are especially important for long-term metabolic health. In the research, participants didn't drink large homemade servings of raw gel. Most trials use standardized capsules or small controlled doses of diluted aloe juice, often taken once or twice daily in measured amounts. If trying this at home, start with a properly prepared standardized aloe juice or a small shot of diluted product to test tolerance. Safety is also worth noting. Some participants develop mild gastrointestinal effects like loose stools or cramping. Preparation matters. Different products vary in concentration, and unprocessed aloe leaf can be harsh on the kidneys. Always consult your healthcare provider first, especially if you take diabetes medications or have kidney disease, since aloe can affect how other drugs work. Coming up next, a familiar backyard root that, when brewed into tea, has been shown to support the liver, though it comes with one medication interaction worth knowing. Dandelion Root Tea is another option that has long been valued in traditional practices and is now getting modern attention for liver support and digestive health. Far from being a common weed, the root contains vitamins, minerals, and antioxidant compounds that can make a morning cup more than just a warm drink. The liver relies on steady bile flow to process fats and move waste along. Dandelion root contains natural bitter compounds known as sesquiterpene lactones that may gently stimulate bile release. This is why the root is often considered stronger for liver effects than the leaves, which make a milder tea. The same antioxidants and polyphenols also show anti-inflammatory potential, which may support more stable blood sugar and reduce irritation in tissues. However, it's important to be clear, While these benefits are promising, human clinical trial evidence is limited, so most support comes from traditional use and small preliminary studies. From a practical standpoint, starting with one small brewed cup each morning is a reasonable way to test tolerance. Some people report improved digestion, reduced bloating, and a lighter cholesterol balance, but there are cautions worth highlighting. Dandelion acts as a mild diuretic, which means it can interact with heart or blood pressure medications that already remove fluid. The Cleveland Clinic also notes potential interactions with lithium, blood thinners, certain antibiotics, and diuretics. Those with gallbladder issues, kidney disease, or ragweed allergies should avoid it altogether, and pregnant women are advised not to use it. For many, root tea offers the deeper liver effect, while leaf tea stays gentler. But be careful, the next herbal tea looks and tastes harmlessly sweet, yet daily use can drive blood pressure dangerously higher. Licorice root tea carries a reputation for sweetness, but what matters more is the compound inside it called glycyrrhizin. This naturally occurring chemical is the reason licorice has been studied for possible blood sugar benefits and the reason doctors caution against drinking it regularly. In laboratory and animal studies, extracts from licorice have been shown to improve how insulin receptors respond and how cells use glucose. These effects suggest potential support for reducing blood sugar fluctuations. Historically, licorice has also been used in traditional medicine for managing digestive and metabolic issues, but while the science behind its flavonoids and other compounds is intriguing, very little high-quality human data confirms real-world benefits. The risks, on the other hand, are clear. Glycyrrhizin changes the way the body handles sodium and potassium. This can push blood pressure up, drain potassium levels, and disturb the balance of fluids. The result may be fluid retention, swelling, muscle weakness, and even irregular heart rhythms. These outcomes are especially dangerous for older adults and for anyone with existing hypertension, kidney problems, or heart disease. Because of this, experts strongly advise against using licorice root tea as a daily drink. If it is considered at all, it should be taken only in small amounts and under close medical supervision. Licorice root shows how something that looks gentle and plant-based can carry very real dangers when used without guidance. This is a reminder that natural does not automatically mean safe. Safer, more practical morning options exist that support hydration, antioxidants, and fiber without hidden cardiovascular risks. One of them starts with just water and a handful of nutrient-rich seeds and berries. Blueberry and chia infused water offers a refreshing way to start the day, though it comes with an important caveat about evidence. Blueberries contain anthocyanins, antioxidants that in some studies are linked with better insulin sensitivity, while chia provides soluble fiber that forms a soft gel in your stomach to slow carbohydrate absorption. On their own, these ingredients show promise, but there isn't direct clinical trial evidence for this exact combination in the background research. That means it should be viewed as a plausible, low-risk option rather than a proven therapy. Plain water hydrates but doesn't change how your body handles breakfast sugars. By adding blueberries, you provide beneficial antioxidants, and with chia, you add soluble fiber that moderates digestion and glucose release. This pairing could help reduce the sharp spikes many experience after eating, particularly for older adults managing type 2 diabetes. Still, the key point is consistency. These effects build gradually over time, not from a single cup. If you want to prepare it, soak 1 to 2 teaspoons of chia seeds in water for at least an hour, or leave them overnight for the smoothest texture. Add a handful of blueberries, gently crush a few to release their pigments and flavor, and keep it chilled. The result is lightly sweet, hydrating, and rich in fiber and plant compounds. But if you're looking for drinks with stronger clinical trial backing, ones that can flatten glucose spikes after breakfast in real time, don't go anywhere. 2 surprising options are coming up soon. One's tart and tangy, the other starts with a humble grain, but both deliver results you can feel. Next comes a drink that isn't just soothing and warm. It's been tested in clinical trials and shown to help regulate blood sugar while calming inflammation. Golden turmeric milk, sometimes called golden milk, is best known as a comforting evening drink, but it also carries research-backed potential for blood sugar management. Its key ingredient, turmeric, contains curcumin, a bioactive compound studied in controlled human trials for metabolic health. Evidence from a recent 12-week randomized placebo-controlled study in older adults with prediabetes and overweight conditions showed that daily curcumin supplementation, about 80 milligrams in optimized formulations, led to modest but meaningful reductions in HbA1c, while placebo groups saw no change. Even a small improvement in HbA1c matters for long-term blood sugar stability, especially in individuals at higher risk of type 2 diabetes. Other trials suggest curcumin can also soften post-meal glucose surges and support cholesterol and triglyceride balance, adding to its broader metabolic benefits. One important point is absorption. Regular turmeric powder by itself has very poor bioavailability, so assuming kitchen turmeric matches the clinical results would be misleading. The improvement in the studies came from standardized supplements or specially formulated extracts designed for higher absorption. That said, if you prefer a traditional drink, combining turmeric with milk or another fatty base improves solubility, and adding even a small pinch of black pepper can boost absorption further. Still, for reliable results closer to those seen in trials, standardized supplements are typically recommended. Curcumin is usually well tolerated, but some studies report mild digestive upset, and rare cases show increases in liver enzymes. If you decide to take it regularly, especially alongside other medications, or if you already have liver disease, check with your doctor and consider monitoring liver tests. Next, we turn to a tart and tangy mix that works quite differently, helping to blunt the very first sugar spike after a carbohydrate-heavy breakfast. Unsweetened cranberry and lemon water is a sharp, refreshing option that has been studied for its effect on post-meal blood sugar. Rather than acting on long-term measures, this drink targets the very first rise that happens after eating starchy foods. Cranberries are rich in plant polyphenols. In controlled trials with people who have type 2 diabetes, unsweetened or low-calorie cranberry beverages led to smaller glucose peaks and lower insulin responses compared to sugary control drinks. Lemon contributes acidity that slows down the activity of digestive enzymes responsible for breaking starch into glucose. When combined, the two ingredients create a modest but measurable delay in how quickly blood sugar rises. Commercial cranberry juices often add sugar, which cancels out the potential benefit. The positive results reported in studies came only from unsweetened, low-calorie versions. In one trial, a 240 milliliter low-calorie cranberry beverage was used before or with meals. At home, a practical approach is to dilute unsweetened cranberry concentrate or use a low-calorie bottled version, mix with plain water and add fresh lemon juice for extra support. Avoid sweetened brands, sports blends, or cocktail-style juices. Think of this combination as a way to steady the digestive rhythm rather than a dramatic treatment. It provides hydration, a lighter blood sugar curve, and may ease the strain on your system during the busiest part of the day. One caution: always check labels for added sugar, and if you track carbohydrates closely or take medications that require dietary consistency, discuss with your clinician before making regular use. Next, we'll look at a leaf tea that showed measurable drops in HbA1c in a clinical study, and we'll give the exact dose used. Moringa tea is made from the dried leaves of the Moringa oleifera plant, a tree used for generations in Asia and Africa, and now studied for its potential role in managing blood sugar. The leaves contain bioactive compounds that may slow digestion and support insulin activity, making them an appealing option for people working to control type 2 diabetes. One clinical trial tested this in a very specific group, adult Sahrawi women with type 2 diabetes. Participants consumed 10 grams of dried moringa leaf powder daily for 3 months. By the end of the study, the women had reduced their HbA1c by about 0.59% and experienced a small reduction in body fat. For those managing diabetes, even this scale of improvement can matter, since modest HbA1c drops are tied to a meaningful lowering of complications over time. From a practical standpoint, you can brew moringa tea from dried leaves or stir powdered leaf into smoothies or light breakfasts. The trial dose was 10 grams per day, and no serious side effects were reported. Still, if you use glucose-lowering medication or live with other health conditions, it's best to talk with your doctor before adding it regularly. Next, we look at another simple drink, one that begins with a grain and extends its benefits not just to blood sugar but to the microbes living in your gut. Barley water is a traditional drink that has gained attention because research shows it may influence both blood sugar and gut health. The key lies in barley's soluble fibers, particularly beta-glucans and kernel fibers, which slow the digestion of carbohydrates and help the body release glucose into the bloodstream more gradually. One area of research led by the Lund University team in Sweden tested barley kernel-based products over short interventions, sometimes just 3 days, and found increased levels of gut hormones that support insulin sensitivity. Participants who ate the barley-based breads demonstrated steadier glucose responses compared to those eating wheat-based controls. These findings suggest that barley's benefit is both immediate, through slower digestion, and ongoing, by signaling hormones involved in blood sugar regulation. Another important mechanism relates to the gut microbiome. The same studies observe shifts in bacterial populations, including a rise in Prevotella copri, a microbe linked to better glucose control. However, the benefits were not identical for everyone. The response depended on the baseline composition of the gut bacteria, meaning some people experience stronger effects than others. This highlights why barley may be more effective in certain individuals. At home, barley water can be made by simmering a handful of barley kernels in water until soft, then straining the liquid for drinking. This creates a mild, hydrating beverage that carries soluble fiber and plant compounds. Still, most clinical trials used whole kernel barley products eaten consistently in diets rather than a single glass of barley water, so any effect from homemade versions is best seen as modest and gradual with regular use. Great, your morning drink is set, but if you're low on one simple vitamin, blood sugar can still spike. Most people never check this, yet research suggests it's a key driver of those AM surges. Protect today's progress. Tap the video on screen to see the one vitamin to fix next.